Hello, my name is Matthew Smith, and this is my explainer video of the expectations, procedures, and rules for my classroom. I'm going to be teaching high school English, so the two most important rules we'll have in my classroom are to be a good classmate and to be on time. I like these rules because in a way I think they enforce themselves. If one student is talking while another student is, I can simply ask the class, is Jake being respectful right now by talking while, Janet's talking? And hopefully they would say no. But even if they didn't, if no one responded, I could say, well, Jake, I think you're being disrespectful while talking while Janet is, so please be a good classmate. I feel like in a way having this rule implemented in my classroom, it will make it seem like the students are letting each other's down rather than breaking my rules. So I think it kind of holds them accountable. The second rule, being on time, I think being on time is one of the most important skills you can learn as a high school student. Throughout the rest of your life, as a student and as a professional in whatever field you choose to pursue, you're going to be required to show up at certain times. So while you could choose to hang out with your friends a little bit longer in the hallway before class, you're going to learn how to be on time in our classroom, or you're going to have to face the consequences. So again, I feel like those two main rules I have kind of create an atmosphere where they feel like they're holding themselves accountable rather than just trying to get around the rules that I set in place. Some important tasks inherent to my expectations and procedures. The most important task to remember is our daily activity. I'm going to every day make sure that the daily activity, like the warm-up, changes on a daily basis so we're not getting in a boring routine. Some days these activities are going to be quotes to respond to. Some days they're going to be short video clips for them to watch and respond to. But and there's going to be a same routine every day where you first write down your response and then we're going to share it with each other. So I think getting in the habit of doing this day after day, and it's not going to be monotonous, it's going to try to be something different every time. And so I feel like that's going to start the class off on a right note, on a good foot every day. So that'll be great. How setting the stage, introducing expectations, procedures, and rules helps to create a culture of community within my classroom. Again, I think the be a good classmate rule works perfectly in this situation. In my class, I'm going to try and create an environment where students feel like they're there for themselves rather than being forced to be there. I'm going to treat them as if they're adults, and I want them to show the same respect to me. So I'm not going to try and sit there and micromanage everything. Instead, I will try and make students realize that if they're not doing their work, they're doing a disservice to themselves rather than to me as the teacher. In emphasizing just one or two rules, the students are going to be able to understand and embrace the idea that my classroom is not set up the way to benefit myself, but rather to help all students grow together academically and personally. Challenges I'm faced with when creating the classroom as a community. Simply, I think just the amount of time and effort it will take to create a communal feel in the classroom is a challenge in itself. It'd be much easier to set up the classroom like an old-fashioned way, like maybe single-filed rows, and have all the rules posted up everywhere. But I think a classroom should be more interactive, where students feel as if their thoughts and opinions matter to more people than just themselves, so they can really be proud of the classroom that they're part of. A specific strategy I'm going to use to enforce discipline in my classroom is the 3-strike rule. Every student's going to get 3 strikes, and if they ever strike out, they're automatically going to lose their participation points for the day. So I'm going to give them chances, obviously, because I feel like being very strict and right away disciplining someone isn't the best way to do it, especially because I was a little bit of a talker myself when I was a student. So a way I'm going to establish rewards in the classroom is through a game I made up called Deal or No Deal, but it's the classroom edition. So at the end of every unit, we're gonna play Deal or No Deal like the television show. But in order for the person who's playing to open the next case, the classroom as a majority is gonna have to answer a question right, and every chance it takes them to get that question right, the final amount of points that they can earn is going to be deducted. How I'm going to use technology to promote community in my classroom. In order to promote community and authentic learning experiences, I'm going to require students to post their work to their WordPress blogs. By having students use WordPress, they're going to be able to read what their classmates have wrote, as well as having the opportunity to respond to them. So by reading each other's posts, students are going to have the chance of seeing how their peers respond and kind of getting a wider perspective of the material they're going over. It also allows students to feel that their learning experience is authentic because the online participation that can be required from the students. So if I go on and I select, say, a post of the week, that makes it seem like it's a real kind of live thing that's happening, and depending on the quality of the work you turn in, you're going to get recognized for that or not. So those are some of the expectations and procedures that are going to happen in my class. Thanks for watching.